Let's talk to Sekar Ramamurthy. He's the MD of PZ Cussons East Africa. Sekar, thank you very much for making the time for us on the show this afternoon. Now, 2020 was definitely tough for some, but perhaps not for people in an industry such as yourself in personal care and hygiene, considering the demand for soaps and sanitizers. So could you talk to us about what 2020 was like and what you see for the year 2021? Schools are back in session. Many of us hopeful that the pandemic will ease, but maybe that might not be so good for business for you, or is it?
Thank you, Eva. Thank you for giving me a chance to interact with citizen viewers in the business program. 2020, last year when we had the new year, I don't think anybody would have dreamt that what is coming in the way of the business, not only in Kenya, across the globe. So Kenya is not an exception, but Kenya had managed the crisis far more efficiently than many economies in Africa. 2020, finally, I think it ended for everybody, including all the FMCGs and retailers, on a positive note, I would say. There was a lot of anxiety in the market, in the business circle, when it hit us in April and May. But things turned out slightly better in September, October, and of course the Christmas, the Kenyan economy did fairly well. Thanks to the government effort, thanks to the positive sentiment in the business environment, and thanks to the exports market of the neighboring countries, which also opened up. So overall, it has been a very difficult year for the businesses, for the employees, for the consumers, and for the government. Because of the effort of the government and the industries at large, we closed on a slightly positive note towards the end of 2020. How does it look? 2021, interesting question. We expect 2021 to be a rough year, though it has started slowly. Because of the government debt, excessive debt in the economy, and the banks are becoming very slow in their disbursements of the cash into the economy, and above all, the Kenya shillings is also very weak at this stage. We need to see how it is going to impact the economy. Certainly, we expect inflation to grow. Investment cycles will be slightly slowed down, but it will be better in the second half of 2021 than the first half of 2021.
All right.
That is our view.
Great. Sekar, I have one question for you with respect to manufacturing and how in 2021 we're finally able to learn something, I think, that had been said over time, that we're able to manufacture quite a bit of what we use here locally and, in fact, make enough for us to export. And I heard you talk about that. Do you think those are some of the key lessons that we learned in 2020, and will those lessons last us through 2021, 2022, and the years to come in terms of looking locally for our local capacity to manufacture, to produce, and even produce enough surplus for export as well?
Certainly 2020 has taught many things for all the manufacturers in terms of how do you resize your business for tougher economics. So that has helped all the businesses to rebalance their portfolio, cost, and the capacity utilization of the factory. Kenya is well positioned for 2021 because the economy slightly is well placed in terms of diverse, both domestic and the exports business of Kenya. However, I expect the capacity utilization of all the businesses will continue to be under pressure in 2021, as we expect the capital investment by all the manufacturers will be still relatively low when compared to 2019 or 2018, I would say. Cousins is very positive. We continue to invest in the economy in a big way for 2021. We expect the consumer sentiments to be positive, but the consumer ability to spend more is reduced. So their pockets are tighter, and hence the value for money economy will kickstart more heavily, and the retail industries are coming to some shape. We hopefully to have a better 2021 to support the manufacturers and the FMCG companies. Real estate sector, if it starts kicking off very well in 2021, then we have a better chance in terms of growing this economy to the next level.
All right, indeed. Thank you for that. Your outlook on the year. Sakar Ramamurthy, who's the Managing Director of PZ Cousins East Africa. Thank you, Sakar, for making time for us.